to further exploration of faith, of Jesus. What church can I recommend to her? The question rattled around in my head as I sat across the table from Annika, an elegantly dressed, soft-spoken professional with piercing blue eyes. It was my first time meeting her. Annika happened to be a dear friend of our mutual acquaintance, an exuberant Irish New Yorker who often interrogated me about my role as a minister and playfully teased me about my ministry being a cult. The three of us met with several friends in a charming coffee shop on the Upper East Side. Within mere minutes, our conversation veered into matters of religion and spirituality. Once I was introduced as a cult leader by our mutual friend. Just for the record, I teased, I've never been the one to bring my Christianity into the conversation. You always mention it. It's not often that people delve into life's existential questions with strangers, as much as some Christian apologists may want us to believe that to be the case. Most people are too busy with bills, jobs, relationships, and other everyday concerns to spend much time pondering the meaning of life. However, Annika, a woman in her 70s, was coming to terms with the realization that she would likely attend more funerals than weddings with each passing year. She was at a point of transition, and it's at these moments when the big questions become more and more real. She seemed to be genuinely seeking answers. Although she took this introduction to me as an opportunity to begin a spiritual conversation, I didn't have an agenda. I didn't try to rush in with answers to her questions and didn't play the role of spiritual expert. That wouldn't have worked with her anyway. At one point, though, as her attention drifted into a contemplative gaze, she said something that lingered in the air, something that had clearly been weighing on her for a long time, possibly her whole life. "It would be nice to have something to believe in," she said. And so our coffee meetup evolved from a simple introduction into a sacred encounter, one of those remarkable moments when the boundaries between the physical and the eternal blurred. The spiritual realm was permeating the harsh realities of New York living. I stopped her in that moment. "Say more about that." She continued. "It would be nice to believe that there was something more, something bigger out there. A place where you knew you were going rather than just," she made an end-of-life sound, "and that's it." "Did you ever believe in anything?" I asked. "Well, when I was a girl, I was taught things, but I never really believed it." "Is there a reason you don't believe anything?" I asked. "It just wasn't for me. All the rules, the talk about sin." Again, I stopped her. "Annika, I'm going to go out on a limb because I'm sensing this is a real special moment. Could I share something about what I believe about sin and why I think you are talking to me about this? Would that be okay?"